go back a few years. Genell is has been at Colorado Mesa since what, 2007 or something? 6 or so, yeah. So she and I worked together when I was at CMU in the Montrose campus, and I'm really glad that we've gotten to work together to put together handing off the torch, as it were, to them to do the LPN program. So Genell's going to talk a little bit about their plans for that.
Well, first of all, I'm just going to talk a little bit more about how we kind of all are intertwined, because not only did I work with Kathy, but Cindy Raybeck, I also worked with her, and Krista Coates, I also worked with her in the PM program because she opted out of Junction. So, you know, quite a few people that have been teaching and, you know, both aspects. And I will also say that we've always appreciated the students that have come from this program, because they were always excellent. And I mean, they weren't like they had great academics, they really knew their stuff. We had, you know, they just did a really great job. And I have a lot of people here that I know that came from this program. She looks like probably I have right now. And so, yeah, it's great. So, you know, when we first had LP into AAS, we had great students that came from here. Now we have LP into BSN, and so we really appreciated that. And so the program, we felt that it would be a good time to, when this program was closing, and we wanted to make sure that there was still a practical nurse program that was in the area, kind of like when you were talking about how you brought down a program down to Grand Junction. And so we wanted to make sure that there were LPNs that would still be in this area. And so we have used the same curriculum that we have in Grand Junction, and that will be on the Montrose campus. And we did do interviews, and so there are 33 people that applied, if you would like to know that information. And so we have already accepted our group of people and are getting faculty as we speak. So that program will then start in August. So there will be, like there was this year that there was no PM program down here, and then that will begin again next fall. So we're excited about that. It'll be, you know, a nice transition from continuing our career ladder with the PM program, the LP into the SM program, then that is both down in Montrose. So that would be kind of a nice little way to get that program continued on. I don't really have a lot more to say, so honestly, I mean, other than, you know, we're thankful to have 3 programs that will be part of CMU. So we have the PM program, we have the associate degree program, and we have the LP into VSM program. And so those are our clear career ladders, and then people can continue on to the master's degree program, just saying.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Master's degree program. We also have a DMP program. So those are all kind of the career ladder that people can continue on. And so we're excited to have that ladder to be able to continue to, you know, produce wonderful students that are contributing to the community. And
how many are going to be in your first class?
13.
13 on campus?
Total, we can take 20. That's kind of what we have decided. But the state board approved us for 20, and we were really hoping to start with a small cohort, and we are, and so we're really thankful for that, just because it's nice to, you know, get our feet wet first and see where that's at. So 20 is what we've been approved for. Yeah. Any other questions? Have you done this? No. We are also very thankful, and we'd like to say thank you right now for TCR donating us equipment. It was just delivered on Wednesday, and we're so excited to have new beds, like beds and all kinds of equipment that are going into our new lab space that they're building for us that will be done in August. And so we're so appreciative to be able to get that, those items to help us to get started with a new space. And so we have, right now we have 2 labs, we're adding a 3rd lab, so we will have 3 lab spaces. So we're very.
Where are the labs at?
There's 2 at the main place up top, you know, on the top floor, and the Cascade Hall is where the other lab will be. So it's across the street.
Where community options used to be.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's where the new lab there, two new faculty offices are going to be built.
So the LPNs being just one and the RNs and.
No, the plan is, because they're also due CNA students from the high school. And, so we're gonna actually be all over in Cascade Hall. We're at, and it'll be both places for labs.
It's come a long way. When I first started in Montrose, it was the first degree program out of that campus.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I remember.
So they only had like their night education classes. So we were like the first ones there during the day and trying to get the telecommunication sharing with Grand Junction because a lot of it was broadcast in that first year.
I
Yeah.
remember that. So, yeah, it's been good. And it's definitely has grown a lot. And in fact, a lot of the reason that there are so many gen ed classes are because of all the nursing programs, because they bring in a lot of people. So there is a lot of that general education just because of the nursing programs. In fact, they were telling us the other day, maybe we should just call this the nursing campus because we've got all these programs here.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's one of the advantages universities have over technical colleges is all that generates revenue and you don't offer the gen ed. So reality is it makes total sense for the universities now to sort of take the lead with that piece.
Any other questions?
From our starts in a junior high to handing off to a university. So I honestly think that's pretty good.
Were you there when they redid that, because the junior high, when they had all the lockers up there?
Uh-huh.
So they used to have all the lockers, you guys don't remember this, but they, they had all the lockers that the students used to use when they went there, because that was a school. And, when they got rid of, there was people that would come and they remembered their locker, that was their locker when they went to school.
So that was Morgan School.
Yeah, I still remember that, yeah. That was good. Well, thank you.